Hey, it's King back with our Midweek Motives on our physical appearance and our physical health. Big thing with this one is what is your motive behind your outlook on your physical appearance and your physical health, and what created that? Especially nowadays with social media being so big, with the Instagram models, and then TikTok being another one that's just going crazy. It's a lot of people have these skewed images or have these mindsets that are not theirs that they've created based on the societal standards. Another one is with the body augmentations and things of that nature, from Botox in your cheeks to the lip injections to the Brazilian butt lift, butt injections, whatever it may be, breast augmentations. Are you doing it because it's something that you feel will actually truly make you more confident and happier in your skin? Or is it something you're doing to satisfy an outside um, standard or somebody else's view of you? Are you letting people's opinions of how you look dictate how you feel about yourself? Um, this is a big one. I would say this goes very heavily both ways. I was gonna say towards women, but I say with women because they are. It's a more open thing for women to get these things done and more culturally acceptable. Like another things like I've been noticing like men getting like the facial hair implants and getting like the fake beards put on and whatnot. Those things of that nature and stuff too. It's like, are you doing these things because you truly want that beard? Like that having that beard is gonna make you feel confident, or are you doing that because that's the popular thing nowadays? Like it's you see it in all these memes that women are posting. You hear it and on social media. You hear it in movies, music, all this whatnot. Like it's just one of the things that's hot right now. You know what I mean? And my thing to kind of piggyback on that is like how back in the days, like we wore tall tees because that was what was in style. Like I'm graduated high school at 135 pounds, and I was in middle school wearing XL T-shirts. Like it was because it was a style. That's like what everybody was doing, and which it's okay to fit in, and it's natural for humans to seek connection, and sometimes that connection like it may be in your body image. A lot of people feel like they have to make fit this thing. Like back when I was in high school, if you told certain groups of women that they had a fat ass or something along those lines, they took it offensive. Nowadays it's like the pride and joy of most of a lot of people. And then same with men, same thing as like I remember being a kid and having long hair like I do now, and people would always say I look like a girl. Nowadays, men with long hair has been a thing, and I mean it goes all the way back to the man bun era, which was I find was super hilarious in itself. But these things are some things that we deal with regularly and on a daily. A lot of things influence our outlook that create the motives of how we view ourselves. And then, like, if we take it to the health side of things, like, are you eating a healthy diet because it's the it thing to do? I know a lot of people with the veganism being pushed and plant based and all this other these outside things, like people are like saying that be going vegan is what's going to save the world, whatever, whatever, whatever. What are you doing it actually for you? Are you doing it for something that you truly believe in, or that you truly is going to have an effect on you and how you live in this world and how your descendants will live after you? Is it something that you're doing just because it's the popular thing right now, or because you felt pressured into doing it? For me, like my diet changed back in 2016. I went to a mostly pescatarian diet, and then and it's grown to where it's like now I'm mostly plant based with dabbling in pescatarianism. So that for me was a change I made because of family health issues. Like people like I know there's enough people in my family with diabetes. Well, diabetes, high blood pressure, um, And then also cancer has actually been the biggest thing that scared me because I've had quite a few family members succumb to cancer. So that was one of my big things with changing my diet. Like me going plant based or being mostly plant based is also just kind of to accelerate that. I've always been a person who wants to live to see 100, and I've been understanding and watching and noticing like that the people who are eating the way I do, even though I've been able to maintain my size and body, that it's not the best option. So those are my reasons for why my diet had changed. And then also, let's flip it to the body image thing, because I at one point had a very, very negative image of myself. I wouldn't say I had body dysmorphia. I think that's something you should actually let a doctor determine. I hear a lot of people throwing these things around, and that same thing with like mental illnesses, like anxiety, blah blah blah, blah anxiety, depression, whatnot. Like, I actually don't diagnose yourself with that. Go get checked out and allow a professional to give you that, because a lot of the things that we feel like we suffer from are basically just because of the people we're around. You're around people who judge you and make you feel bad for the way you look naturally. Like, I get made fun of for being skinny all the time, and it's like I've been trying to gain weight since I was in middle school. It's just not gonna happen. It naturally happened a little bit as I got older. I left high school. Like, I gained 15, 20 pounds. So, but I also know that I live a very active life, and it's just not my body type. My mom is similar as me, and a lot of people on my mother's side of the family are the same way. So I had to understand and accept that, like, a king being a sick 200-pound man is probably never going to happen. So, with that, are you chasing something just because you feel like it will make you fit the mold of what you're supposed to be or what you're told you're supposed to be? Or have you kind of accepted and created an image for yourself that's going to be that's the best for you? Is it something that you enjoy? Like, I actually really enjoy eating healthy. Like, if I flip my camera on right now, like, I have a juicer and a Ninja blender sitting on my counter, and those get used daily. Like, well, some people, like, they fight themselves to eat healthy. Well, if it's not something that you enjoy doing, find ways to make it work for you instead of beating yourself up. But then at the basis of it, you have to figure out what's going to make you happy and fulfill you, and put out the image that you want to display of yourself, and not one that the media, society, or any of these other outside influences, where it comes from parents, a coach, mentor, these type of figures also are big on that. Like, because that was one of my things with wanting to get bigger. Is like, all my coaches always are telling me, you got to get bigger, you got to get bigger. But I ended up being a college athlete at the same size that I am now. So it kind of showed me that that was all bullshit and all kind of things that people make up in their head to try to qualify you or quantify you in a certain way and put you in a box to make you fit an image of what the stereotypical person in their view of you is. So the rest of this week, that's some of the things I want you guys to think about. Like, while you're in the gym, like, are you working out to be healthy? Are you working out just because you want that booty? Are you working out just because you want those bigger arms? You want abs? Whatever case might be. Like, and what you doing, and is what you doing healthy? Are you working out in a healthy manner? Are you eating in a healthy manner? Like, if a lot of people have approached me asking me to help them with diets for the spring to help them lose weight. And my big thing is, I tell people, don't diet, change your diet. Like, you should, like, cut your portions back. Choose not to eat certain things at a frequent rate. Like, if you're one of those people who goes out for a drink after work every day, cut back on that. Like, these little things that can cause you ailments that you don't see as a big thing kind of add up. So take a step back this week when you're at the gym, when you're looking in the mirror after you get out the shower, or when you're getting dressed. Like, check out your body, and then ask yourself, are you doing things to make you feel good, or are you doing things for a spouse, mentor, coach, or to fit an image on your social media page or at work, whatever a case may be? And make sure that your motives behind why you work out, why you don't work out, and are things that actually benefit you. Like, I know some, like, I've known that there's been 2 times I've gotten I've had exhaustion, been hospitalized for it, so I couldn't work out. I was overworking myself between school, work, sports. I had to sit down because I was doing too much for my body. So that is a reason to not work out. Sometimes you need that rest, and then along with that, are you getting the adequate rest that you need to maintain a healthy diet? One of the biggest things with our diet is sleep and rest, because when our body isn't rested normally, our brain function minimizes and we start doing things, and our brain tries to do things to protect itself and ourselves from harm's way. So it kind of goes into that flight or flight protective mode. So at the end of the day, make sure you are the centerpiece to your world, and that what you're doing is making sure that is benefiting you completely and across the board. With that being said, have a great Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week, and sending peace, love, and light your way.